Start of a big weekend in the Big Easy, and as you all know at home, 60s, great racing weather. And our on-path Federal Credit Union starting 5.
To get his traction when he wasn't shooting the ball well, he didn't know what else to do. Now you can.
And the adjustment period. Josh Tiven, Carl Lane, Eric Dallin are 3 officials, and an easy one for Holiday. Wasn't ready for it as it hit him in the side of the head. It begins with a turnover and a run out for Gallinari.
They go to Steven Adams early every game to try and get him going.
And he's going to the line looking for 3. Let's see if they can get it inside. Zion outside. Man, he'll follow his own. We're not surprised. Are third. And Drew, bully ball.
Watch out.
Give it to Zion.
Watch out.
He'll get the roll. You don't force it. Let the game come to you. It'll be Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's going to get points up. About 4 minutes into the first quarter. Pels struggled a little bit in the last one. Alexander, yeah. Lonzo looking for a triple. Drew will give him a second chance, won't he?
Good pass.
Good decision.
He called his own foul.
Do I have to call it on my right? Do I have to call that one?
That's a heck of a rebound. A particularly good job these past few games. You go back to the Indiana game, even the Chicago game, of getting the bigs involved. It's a heck of a move.
OKC uniform after the trade deadline. It'll be Lonzo short. No. Short, I'm glad I was wrong. Lonzo and the Pels look for the first lead of the game. Drew going up against Gallinari. How about that reverse?
And you know, you got to control that guard play.
Control your turnovers, too. It'll be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Jackson Hayes ready for the matchup. As Derek Favors, now a little floater. Yeah. Let's see how they work without CP3. And Schroeder's going to the line.
A free agent and having a really good year.
Timing's everything in life. Good pass. Jackson Hayes. Points right now.
See, there's no way.
Repost. I'm surprised Gallinari doesn't turn around at his length. And maybe he knows what he's doing.
Get ready.
JJ. Another baseline look. 6 points more. Talking about it, the pro who's always ready. On the take, and a little show and go himself. Worked hard to get there, too. Pels by 2 with the ball on the trail. Jackson going to the line on the
way. You know, as a point.
Plus, they're leaving the wrong guy.
Well, you have 2 bigs out there.
Easy.
You have 2 bigs.
Trying to sell it. It'll be a corner 3, Ferguson.
And that's their all. Russell Westbrook, no Paul George, no Kevin Durant, no James Harden. Less ISO ball and more team ball.
Oh, I love it. Waited for space.
That's pretty.
Great pass.
Great basketball by Drew.
Got it away. Drew coming down. Williamson up against Steven Adams, who's giving him space. He's coming back with the strong side. We know that. And he's going to
5 feet and dare him to shoot that basketball. And him understanding what he does best, he takes up that space.
I don't know if that's right.
You might want to go ahead and get back. I tell you what, when you're running back, you have to show guys that were trotting back as opposed to sprinting back.
Now, it'll be an easy one. Points off a mistake again. The locker room. This is the tough matchup, and he gets another layup out of it.
With the same sort of intensity and mentality that you did with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum.
Frank Jackson done. But this is a guy that's just got a world of confidence.
Yeah, that's a really nice move. And remember, he just the mindset and mentality of being aggressive.
At practice a couple of days ago, and there's the give and
go. It is again. They put Melly, they put Abdel Nader back on, they put Abdel Nader on Melly. It took him off his out.
Isn't that great? Little brother wants to be with big brother.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that is awesome.
Gilgeous-Alexander with big arc.
I'll tell you what I like about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Yes! OKC by 4. Nobody stopped it. Good shot. It'll be Frank.
And open. And how his energy is.
Dangerous one for the Pels. Gallinari. Pull the chair. Oh, he stepped through. Good move. To by 3. It'll be Josh Hart. Catch and shoot.
And fantastic on both right.
Now Drew. He had Favors instead. Lonzo looking for it. Gets it and goes. Opportunity for the 4-point play. Man, it's a 7-0 run for the Pels. Schroeder, he's got a path again.
And he's good at that.
Right.
Of getting
out of it because of what they're doing. A candidate for Coach of the Year.
Oh, no question.
It'll be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the run. Corner 3, Dort, and a lead. What's a point of emphasis you and I talked about at the top? They can't beat themselves. 9-0. Hearing more. Now they go right away out of the break.
Good pass.
Great pass. Derek Favors from. Because the Pels have been shooting free throws really well. Gallinari, and it's getting away. They're not going to utilize that. Gallinari wanted Adams instead of taking it himself.
That's his shot.
Yep.
Changed.
Turnovers. We got to take care of the ball. We're trying to play in tight quarters.
tight spaces, and their guys aren't able to get into the space as well, and that's why we're trying to make plays in crowds over 2 and 3 guys. So,
Coach.
Hey, thank you, appreciate it.
Joel.
All right, Jen, target practice for Gallinari. Zion a little fall. Z is up to 17 with the
so
make.
Much space that Chris Paul has coming off that pick and roll.
And then it's trailing by 7. Drew just hit a 3. Leaves it off. Lonzo for 3. Got the best teams when it comes to.
And you've heard Alvin complaining about this or conversating with the officials about this for quite some time.
For Drew coming off the pick and the mid-range game. Favors kept it alive.
Nice.
He's got 4 turnovers with 1 assist so far. Zion going hard to the hole on the boy.
There was nothing complicated about that.
Zion
you took
with
the pick
19.
and roll, threw it back to the guy, and he
fell on his own. And Zion clears out up against Dort. Nice jump. Now Drew coming off the pick with Z. And he'll take it himself. Won't get the roll. Favors will though. Instead of 7 left. Everything. Yeah. Nobody stopped her. Our guard.
And you know what? That
triples. 45%.
That's a good read.
Yeah, Drew high off the window. Great pass.
NBA point guard. You have to read the situation, recognize where you need to pull it, and react by putting it.
3 from Zion, but only 1 other in double figures. That is Lonzo Ball.
And Brandon Ingram, that Lonzo Ball shoots that shot right there. That's no longer a confident shot. He knows. He knows.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Drew.
That's tough.
And so they got a couple of shooters. Chris Paul leaves it for Muscata right off the bench. And he's got
one of the things that this
Pels recovered. Gilgeous-Alexander with a nifty move for Muscata and his 15-footer. Schroeder, he was the dangerous one of the first half and a good drop.
So look at how
both Gallinari and Muscata on the floor. Both guys at about 6'10", and Muscata with too much space.
I tell you what, when you have 2
Drew against the longer one with the left hand, rolled it off the, can they capitalize? Drew leaves it. It'll be J.J. Redick launching. Yes, and 5 straight.
If you look at, you see this, you drop it off, put Jackson Hayes in an opportunity to run a dribble hand.
Drew coming off the high screen.
See, and you see here's the ball movement again. Here's the ball movement. You end up with really good looks.
As you said, one of the best off the bench in the NBA this season. J.J. inside the arc, feeling great. So the Pels down by 7. Can they get a good look? Drew will, right to the rack. Gets the finger roll. It'll be Abdel Nader on the run out. And he's going hard to the hole. He's going to the free throw. He tried to peel away. Short shot clock on the second chance. Hot hand continues.
Yep.
J.J.
Ooh.
Nice move.
Ooh.
Zion back up at it. Yes. J.J. Redick with Zion.
That's just strong. I'm telling you. Now you got to get back and build a wall against these guys.
It'll be Dennis Schroeder for the lead.
Miss layup.
He does. Good work. Now Lonzo sets it up for Zion. And how about that finish? Waits.
He has a lob.
You got it. Good decision. And a lead.
Excellent read. Excellent. And you see Dennis Schroeder trying to sit on his legs.
Muscata, they let it come into the rim. And a layup and a lead with 2 play. Always a struggle with OKC for the Pels. Nico taking the 3. Now he's got the 3 ball. Momentarily.
And Steven Adams.
Yep. Gallinari, little step through in the lead. Racing room. Gotta hurry. It'll be a corner 3. Do you believe? They go to Gallinari right away out of the timeout. Lonzo bit. Gallinari on the fall away.
Right now he's
into the basket anyway. So Zion was sharing. Gallinari points up a turnover. Yeah. Transition. Holiday saves it for J.J. Redick. A step back 3. Yeah. J.J.'s been up.
Good read by Drew in transition. Get him off his feet. You know that's good.
They won. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Adams will get it.
Game in a 2-possession game. Oh, wow.
It'll be Gallinari. And
He is
that'll
skilled.
do it on the run out. Melly will find it. J.J. Good look for J.J. And another game if you don't hit the steal. They've also beaten Brooklyn on the road. In fact, they've now, with this one, you couldn't have figured this when you looked at this team to start the season. Give them credit because